Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, it turns out that Lookout Mountain will soon be looking out for you. Cameras are being installed at every entrance to the mountain, and they'll be recording the license plate of every vehicle that comes in. The move comes after a rash of summer break-ins by a gang of 10 Chattanooga burglars. Residents raised money to install the cameras in 6 locations on the mountain. In all, more than 200 people raised $88,000 to install the new system, and the cameras will go live in February. If you get arrested for drunk driving in Walker County, there's a good chance you won't be convicted for breaking a driving law. A new study has looked at all 154 cases filed in the county in the last 2 years, and of those, 68 people saw their charges reduced last year from DUI to disorderly conduct. And that's a non-driving charge, which means drivers get to keep their license. Some criminal justice scholars say Walker County seems to reduce DUI charges more often than other counties. But local officials say the officers who make the arrests are usually the ones who recommend reducing the charges. And when we talked with the Georgia State Patrol, we were told its officers aren't supposed to reduce any charges and instead let the courts take care of it. Erlanger is ramping up efforts to build a new women's and children's hospital in Chattanooga. CEO Kevin Spiegel says the hospital's current facilities have been behind for 10 years. Now he's calling for a new state-of-the-art medical center to be built here in the next 5 to 7 years. And Erlanger has hired a renowned children's hospital expert to conduct a year-long assessment of the project, including cost and location. Several potential sites include the present campus, or an expansion of Erlanger East in East Brainerd, or even the Wayland Foundry site on Chattanooga's south side. Roderick Bates and Emmett Jones have been found guilty in the shooting death of 37-year-old Reginald Clark. Witnesses said Bates' girlfriend had been insulted at the Fire and Ice nightclub on Market Street. That's when the men left the club and went to Clark's home, where he was shot and killed on October 7, 2011. Bates and Jones were charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. A Bradley County man has been found guilty in the murder of his 11-year-old daughter's grandparents. A jury found Aaron Dean Lawson guilty of shooting Eddie and Deborah Phillips to death on April 19, 2011. Lawson claimed the grandparents attacked him when he went to their Charleston home to discuss custody arrangements. But in the end, it was Lawson's own parents who turned him in. Assistant DA Stephen Hatchett called it, quote, one of the smartest, most well-planned crimes I've ever seen. Lawson has been sentenced to life in prison. The new president of Volkswagen of America says the company needs not 1 but 2 new SUVs in the U.S. Chattanooga's assembly plant is already the frontrunner to build a new 7-seat SUV, but Michael Horn says the company needs to offer a compact model as well. And a new report says an SUV isn't the only thing Chattanooga's plant could soon be making. Automotive Magazine claims VW officials are looking at producing the next Jetta right here in Chattanooga. The Jetta and the Passat are the company's best-selling vehicles in the United States, and making the Jetta here might actually save Volkswagen money in terms of shipping and import fees. Finally, an East Tennessee woman has been charged with stealing an antique pelvic massager. Police say 45-year-old Tamitha R. Belvins broke into a Carter County house to steal the latex antique pelvic massager. She was charged with aggravated burglary and theft over $500. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 59 degrees. The low tonight will be around 34. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.